forced into a shadow car. Days later, her body found in a cold wooded clearing. The name on everyone's lips, Delia Adriano. Delia was 5 years old in the autumn of 1982. She worked as a secretary, lived with hope of a future, engaged to her fiancé, in a town where nothing like this was supposed to happen. On Sunday evening, September 26th, she and her fiancé spent the day together. Barbecue, soccer game, shared laughter. Later that night, around 9:30 p.m., he drove her to her parents' house in Oakville, Ontario. He said he dropped her off at the side entrance. She waved goodbye, but she never made it inside. The town slept unaware. Then, about an hour later, witnesses nearby heard a scream. A woman matching Delia's description was seen struggling, being forced into a dark subcompact car, its lights turned off, as it disappeared into the night. Her purse was found the next day on the sidewalk. Then silence. The search. The waiting. That night marked the beginning of a nightmare. Between 9:30 and 10:30 p.m., Delia vanished. Her fiancé reported dropping her off, but no one saw her enter the house. Police would later place her disappearance just before 10:30. The moment witnesses said they heard the screaming in Wildwood Drive and Slade Crescent. The following morning, nothing. Then, 6 weeks later, on November 6th, her body was discovered by a woodcutter in a remote area near Milton, Ontario, more than 30 kilometers from where she was last seen. She was found nude in the woods of Lover's Lane. No signs of identification. Only dental records later confirmed it was Delia. The cause of death could not be determined. Her head? No definitive injury. Her last hours? Unknown. The killer? Still free. When investigators first arrived at the site where Delia disappeared, they found chaos and subtleties. The night was dark. The car lights off. Witnesses described a man forcing the woman into the car, struggling inside. The engine silent. The vehicle was described as a dark-colored Chevrolet Chevette, or similar, two-door automatic, with 3 stripes down the side and Ontario license plates. The suspect, white male, 5'7" to 5'9", medium build, brown hair feathered back at the neck. From the domestic calm of a typical suburb to the horror of abduction, it happened fast, and yet no one intervened in time. Investigators had a trail that was thin and fraying from the start. The drop-off time, the scream, the vehicle description, the purse left behind, all were pieces of a puzzle with jagged edges. The timeline between the drop-off and the scream was huge. Did Delia enter the home? Did she leave? Why did no one see her? Why did no one hear more? Halton Regional Police concluded witnesses believed the struggle was not a stranger attack. It sounded like a couple arguing. That suggested familiarity. But if the person was known, why disappear into the night? If unknown, how move so stealthily in a quiet neighborhood? Then the body, found in the woods near Second Line and Third Side Road, Milton. The spot was remote, hidden, silent. The autopsy failed to identify a clear cause of death. No definitive weapon found. No time of death pinned down. The extended time between disappearance and discovery complicated decomposition. Trace evidence vanished. The body had been relocated, left for weeks. The killer had time. The forest swallowed answers. For years, the investigation moved slowly. Detectives pored over witness statements, vehicle registrations, property records. The suspect car registration led nowhere. The description of the man stayed generic. For local police, the case became a haunting echo. They believed the murderer was someone Delia knew, someone she trusted enough to not scream earlier. The neighborhood, once safe, became uneasy. Families wondered if they had overlooked something. Over decades, the family held on to hope. Delia's younger sister said the years rolled from 1 to 2 to 10 to 40, waiting for answers, waiting for justice. Investigators urged anyone with information to come forward. Detective Constable Phil Campbell noted that maybe someone felt the weight of this. Maybe a secret had been shared, and the person now carried guilt. Technology advanced. Cold case units revisited files, but tangible leads remained nil. In media reports, the vehicle description haunted headlines. The 3-striped Chevette, the nighttime theft, the dark sandwich of time and location that gave the killer space to act. Yet without DNA, without clear forensic link, without a witness brave enough or credible enough, the case stalled. Public interest faded. The neighborhood moved on, but the family didn't. Delia's fiancé was ruled out as a suspect years ago, though the 1-hour gap in her timeline still gnaws at investigators. Where was Delia between the drop-off and the scream? That single hour is a black hole in the record. In 2023, media revisited the case for the 40-year mark. The family still held out hope. The police still offered a hotline for information. And the memory of Delia, in photographs, in news clippings, in the woods of Milton, still lingered. The case remains open. Someone knows. The killer moved on, or died, or thinks themselves invisible. But the name Delia Adriano lives on in questions, in cold files, and in the quiet ache of injustice. When you reflect on small-town Canada, suburban lawns, safe streets, you don't expect someone to vanish at 25, walking toward home, out of sight in less than an hour. But that is exactly what happened. A secretary, engaged, plans for the future, laughed with friends at a barbecue, and then a scream. A car backing away with lights off, a body in the woods, evidence scattered by time. A killer still free. No arrest has been made, no confession, no trial, no justice. But there is still search, there is still memory, there is still hope. Because for Delia's family, the clock didn't stop when the case went cold, it just lost its hands. And for the small town that believed nothing like this could happen, the past remains unsteady, the present uneasy, the future uncertain. In the end, the unanswered question is simple and devastating. Who killed Delia Adriano?